Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome, and today we are doing the usual, which is a book review. I haven't done one since last year, yes, but that doesn't mean I haven't been reading. I have been reading. I'm always reading, but the time to actually shoot a review, I need to make time for that. So I am now here to review A Hustler's Bible by Gayton McKenzie. This is an old release, you guys. It's really old, but I recently got my hands on it from a friend and I read it. Truth be told, I did not finish it because it started getting very boring for me. So I left it at page, there are no page numbers, but this is where I left it. It was starting to get boring and not just boring, but cliche. Yeah, it was getting cliched a lot. Just like when I felt the same way when I read the monk who sold his Ferrari. Yeah, I didn't finish it also because it had a lot of cliches and I just couldn't handle it anymore. But maybe some of you will feel like the information that I'm gonna share is a little bit cliche. It's a little bit cliche because of your background. Maybe you've read quite a bit or you know this information already, so it might just sound um, like boring. But yeah, I really gave it a go. I really gave it a go. I gave it my time, but unfortunately, I could not finish it, and I decided to put it down, and I moved on to another book. This was my January read, and this is my February read, and then this is my March read. I'm not rushing to finish this book. I'm not going to finish it now in March because it's a book for your soul. Some of the stuff that you read in here, you really want to try them out, put them to the test, you know. So this is one of those books. The stuff that I'm reading here, I want to put them to the test. I want to try it out. I want to give it a try. So tiny changes from a couple of results. So tiny. So we're going really slow with it. But I am. It is gonna. It's a debut. It's my release for the month of March. It's what I'm gonna be reading for the month of March. Yeah, this is Feb. I'm not gonna review this one yet. I am just gonna review this baby. So I made a couple of notes. So basically, this is a book about growth. It's a book for motivation. It's a book written to inspire. It's a book written to motivate you, especially if you are someone who's trying to do something with their lives, not just be there as a person, be alive. Like you're really trying to do something for you. So in the beginning of the book, I'm gonna be reading a lot from this because I made a lot of notes. Yeah, but I'm gonna do my best to edit it to the point where it's so good for you to understand and follow because there isn't really a story, there's just stories, but at the end of each chapter, there is the moral of the story. So, what I'm going to be sharing with you from the pages that I've read, I'm going to be sharing the moral of those stories, which I think is the most important thing at this moment. So yeah, Gayton McKenzie is a South African author, guys. Um, he was in prison. He's a what we call, so 10 years ago, 2000 in 2003, Gayton McKenzie was released from maximum security prison in Bloemfontein after a long-term jail. Like most ex-convicts, he had no money and very big dreams. Unlike most ex-convicts, he went on to become South Africa's most highly paid motivational speaker, a best-selling co-author of an autobiography, a successful businessman, and a mining consultant earning millions. He did this despite of his metric. He did this despite only having metric and a violent criminal record. To many, what he achieved should have been impossible. But hustlers succeed not because of anything; they succeed despite everything. The Mackenzie story is unique, but there are so many universal truths behind what a book like this will speak to anyone who has ever been serious about following a seemingly impossible dream. Yeah, life around. He first started as a motivational speaker. You know, back in the day, you used to have people coming to your school to give talks. So Gayton McKenzie was that type of a person, but he built a profile for himself. He built a career for himself, and ended up earning millions by becoming a club owner, a mining consultant. So he really did his bit into making sure that his life is not just an ex convict. He's an ex convict who is now a millionaire or a billionaire, if you may. I haven't really done much research into who he is right now or what he does right now. I just read the book because I felt that the book is what I'm looking for. I hardly even research about the people that I read because I am following what they tell me in the book. That's what I'm reading in the book. Is my mic still on? Okay. So in the beginning, he sort of tries to give a background of. I should probably check my camera to see if it's proper. Just give me a second. Okay, my camera's good. So um, let's just. So as I was saying, this book, he tries to give you an idea of what type of a person will enjoy this book or what type of a person he wrote this book for. So he explains it in this way. This book is for people who want to learn. You can be anyone in life. If you want to learn, you've got the book, and this is the book for you. Then you can learn from this book, basically. So he say that it's for people that want to learn. And I feel like I've also learned a couple of things. I didn't take note of everything. I took note of statements that spoke to me, statements that I felt needed to go into my book review. So, yeah, this is it. I'm just going to be going through it like point by point as I wrote the points. So, the first one, it says, be committed to your dreams. You have to be willing to start from the bottom. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. There is no simpler statement than that. If you think you can, you can. Honestly. But if you think you can't, then you can't. I just apply this into everything that I say about myself. Say I can't do math. I'm not so good at math, and it turns out I'm not good at math, and I just suck each day because I told myself that I can't. But I need to change and say I can. It's so difficult because it's so comfortable to be a person who can't do something. I can't do math, so it's so comfortable to be that. Then nobody asks me, can you please do the sum for me? Number two, there will be pain, there will be champagne. Oh, I love this. It rhymes. There will be pain, there will be champagne. Where you are is not your destination, it's just your current location. You've heard this so many times, but I'm here to remind you where you are right now is not your final destination, is just your current location. It depends on how much work you're willing to put into making sure that you are committed to your dreams. You commit to your dreams. You work hard for your dreams. Okay, and point number three, do whatever you think will get you there. Don't avoid doing something you know will work just because it's hard. Don't despair. Don't be embarrassed to do the smallest things first. Money is important, but as a tool. I'm not gonna get too much into that. I'm gonna leave it just at that. You'll figure it out for yourself what that could mean. So he refers to the person reading the book as a hustler, or like a person that he wrote this book for as a hustler. Not a hustler in terms of a person who is hustling, but a person who is willing to learn, willing to do things in order to chase their dreams. Okay, so the next point is a hustler always adapts to new ways. And I just wrote that, and then I put in my own point, and then I said you need to read Who Moved My Cheese to learn more about handling change, because a lot of us really struggle with change, especially at work. I'm at a point where I don't struggle with change at work so much because I've had a mindset change after I read this book, Who Moved My Cheese. We talk about it with my husband all the time about how a certain change is basically my cheese is moved. So what do I do? What's next? You understand? Yeah. So get your hands on that book. if you really want to learn about handling change, how to adapt easily instead of making it difficult. And because when it's difficult, then if it's difficult, if you're struggling to accept the change, then you start hating that place or that thing. You understand? So get yourself that book. Mm. The next point, I have a couple of points. I'm gonna stop expanding. I'm just gonna go through the points. The next point is a hustler must stick to his words, to others, and to self as well. A hustler understands that his reputation is his number one asset. Reputation. Is your reputation a latecomer or an early bird? Just a simple, expansion on this on that note. And then the next point is hustlers make a way where there is none. Make a way. As Black South Africans, we could prosper more as a group, but we are willing to perish as individuals. Justin Bieber used to be a YouTuber. If such stars were willing to do jobs that most would consider beneath them, who the hell are you? A hustler is always ready for his luck, and a hustler knows that bad luck will come knocking too. Anyway, you have to be clean, you have to smell clean, and you have to look clean. This is non negotiable for all hustlers. Your appearance matters, your appearance is what sells. And teach yourself some table manners. No talking with food in your mouth. I need to work on that. Don't interrupt people while they're talking. I think I'm mastering this one. I let you speak, I listen. Yeah, because when you interrupt, it's also a sign of disrespect. So I'm yeah, I feel like I've worked very hard on that, and I'm so good at it right now. Okay. Next point, leader in leadership, you will fail if everything is about you. A leader is a glorified driver who is in charge of getting the team to the destination. I'll leave it there. Surround yourself with people that have a skill or two, people who are invested in your success and actually care. A leader does not change people, he helps them grow to realize their potential. I identify with that statement so much. Own your past so that no one can use it against you. Leave your ego at home because it will not take you anywhere. Learn to behave like a high class person at parties. Don't get drunk. Sip your drink. Don't be a clown. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to laugh. Next point, you need to hold yourself to the highest standard. Deliver on your work no matter what it takes. Deliver on your work no matter what it takes. Success is getting paid for something you would have been willing to do for free. Success is becoming what you dreamed about when you were younger. Success is being able to whistle on your way to work. And only you define your success. Those are just examples. If you can work 8 hours for someone else at a job that you don't really like, then you can afford to work 2 hours for yourself, on yourself. So if I want to expand on this one, I'll definitely say I work 8 hours every day, and then I come home. I either work for myself or I work on myself. I will work out, I will read, I will meditate, I will do all those things. I will shoot my content because that's when I'm working for myself. So I make time for them. People who only do what their job titles requires of them really move past that title and really do their job properly anyway. To be successful, especially in the early years of your life, one needs to be completely obsessed. Be obsessed with what you do. That's what he means. If you throw someone under the bus, make sure you kill them. This one, especially in the workplace. Oof. If you're gonna throw someone under the bus, make sure they die, because you are giving them the next chance. You're giving them a chance to get back at you. Okay, and I'm doing the last point. Hustlers who have jobs understand that working for someone is like being paid for receiving training. That job is helping them to be ready for when someday they do their own thing. Hustlers are already treating their employer's business as though it's their own because they want to transfer that same attitude to their own business someday. I leave it there. I really enjoyed this because I identify with those statements. I like those statements, and I feel like they are valuable and they deserve to be heard. So I'm gonna leave it right there. I hope you guys enjoyed this book review. Please like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's YouTube channel. We are on the road to 400 subbies. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one. Existed. I know what I need.